Like all Ukraine's coal-fired power stations, this one has been hit repeatedly by Russian rockets. Yet it's a hive of activity.
After every strike, our power station stops dead. It's non-operational. But then they set to work fixing it. To be honest, I didn't think it would be possible to repair these units so quickly. That's one positive surprise.
So far, there have been no casualties here, but it's a source of constant worry. The plant is not automated, so not everyone can go to the bomb shelter during alerts.
If one of my workers got injured, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself.
It's scary, but somehow you get used to it. I guess we've been lucky that no one's been hurt so far, but what can you do? We need electricity.
The management of DTEK, Ukraine's main private power company, says its workers are heroes.
What's really amazing is that we've now repaired some units 5 or 6 times over. That is a source of great pride, that people work so hard, perform such miracles, and just don't give up. A normal person, after maybe the second attack, might just say, what's the point of fixing it if they're going to destroy it again anyway?
The company has scrambled to source spare parts for these Soviet-era plants, both abroad and within Ukraine.
We fully dismantled one power plant so that it could serve as a donor to others. But considering that each transformer weighs 200 or 300 tons, and you need to arrange special transport, the logistics are extremely complicated and time-consuming, even within Ukraine.
In September, DTEK put a burned-out transformer on display in central Kyiv. Part of a campaign to highlight their tireless work and to warn consumers that their efforts would probably not be enough to avoid major power cuts this winter, especially if Russia struck the power stations again.
This transformer burned for nearly 24 hours. As you can see, it's damaged beyond repair. Unfortunately, we've got lots of these.
Many Ukrainians heeded the warning and set about making preparations.
Yes, order that. When will it be delivered?
Lyubov Bashinska is supervising the installation of solar panels on the roof of her apartment block.
Overall, capacity will be 33.17 kilowatts. It should be enough to light the common areas, the foyer, the corridors, and most importantly, to ensure that all floors have running water and heating in winter.
And also, crucially in such a tall building,
1 lift per staircase will work during power cuts, thanks to the solar panels.
in the basement, this wall of batteries.
They'll be charged by the solar panels as much as possible. But when the sun doesn't shine, they'll store up energy from the grid, i.e. from DTEK.
The source of heat for the building's radiators is gas. But for the system to work, it needs electricity too.
You see, there are the meters. Heat comes in from the municipal heating plant, and then it goes to our apartments via the pumps you see there. When there's no electricity, those pumps don't work. But the solar panels and batteries will be enough to provide water and heat for the whole building for around 8 hours.
Come mid-December, after 4 more waves of strikes, power cuts of more than 8 hours per day are the norm across much of Ukraine. The sound of diesel-powered generators outside shops and cafes rings out wherever the lights are off. But though some subsidies are available, most homes and housing associations cannot afford to invest in solar panel projects like Lyubov's.
I can't exactly say how many times I've walked up to the 18th floor, but it's at least twice a day. I work from home, so in principle, I can avoid going out if I don't have to.
The water, meanwhile, doesn't make it this high.
Yeah, it's off. I think the pressure from the water tower can get it up to the 10th floor, but higher up it needs a pump to work. The result is that there are just a few hours in the day when you can cook or take a shower, and sometimes it's only at night. Psychologically, it's hard too.
Oksana and her husband do have a battery system that can power one light and the computer she works on. The view from their balcony on a weekday evening suggests that many of their neighbours don't have even that.